participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off to the races to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball in the 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got more. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Guess not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. That Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Ford. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. It's caught. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. It's complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown tie. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Just a little off. Incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point.
Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They go to the ground. Inside the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after that incompletion now, you got 4th down in your own end, but based on the fact they've scored 2 touchdowns and kicked a field goal now, they've been looking pretty good. And if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the direct snap, it's Ford. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. The Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Under pressure, and down he goes goes at the 33.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Absolutely nowhere to go as this a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cage. Great job by the back on the option.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute, get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Goes to the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And the returner is stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.